How did your name, Burna Boy, come about? What does it mean?
I used to take comic books and like draw like comics and stuff. It was strictly superhero stuff. It's like Spider-Man and, you know, so it's like, I ended up wanting to be a superhero as well. And like, I didn't have no name, so I just picked Burna Boy, you know? Basically, I grew up in Port Harcourt like most of my life. That's the south side of Nigeria, right? I don't know, it's different. It's a different world, man. But there's a lot of similarities between us and every other developing country. There's heaven and hell in the same place. There's heaven for the people that have money and connections, and there's hell, or even worse than hell, for people who don't. Like we're very strong people who are very good at adapting to situations and making the best of the worst situations. That's the spirit we have, you know? So I feel like that's what the music kind of trying to say. I just used to do like songs off of anything I could find, man. I'll get beats from like video games and like movies and stuff. And that's how I used to get the thing. And then found out about Fruity Loops. And I started producing my own stuff. There's some songs where it's like, people don't realize till much later that, yo, he wasn't making this song for anyone to dance. Like, Soke. Everyone's dancing in the club to it, but really, there's some real stuff. I'm telling you how there's no light, like electricity, and where I come from. The water, we don't really get, you know, no money. It's like, police, you know, basically, it's crazy, man. I don't want to go into all this, man, but really, it's like, this is what I'm saying in my music. It's like my punching bag type.
Well, from the start, it would be the Damini Ogulu story. It wouldn't be the Burna Boy story. Always asked a lot of questions. Every sentence started with, but why? And wouldn't stop doing anything out of fear and just getting hurt. I'm Batman, I'm Superman. Other kids are being proper and singing nursery rhymes and all of that. And my son was singing Naughty by Nature, hip hop hooray, with all the moves and everything. And, well, I got over the initial embarrassment because I had come to realize I probably wasn't very normal myself.
We always used to get punished by the school because we were always causing trouble. So a lot of teachers would say that we were not going to go far in life, that if you're living life like this, how far are you going to go? And we had a different opinion.
So I knew he wasn't going to be a great academic, but he was interested in music.
They would come to my house and all that, always compose rap songs and all that. The records that were in my house then were Fella's records and jazz records. So he listened to what I had in the house, every day. That was the grounding for what he's doing, because he's versatile.
And then in school, set up a music band, and they performed at school functions. And one of the directors of the school called me towards the end of his secondary school and was like, Mrs. Ogulu, your son is going to be a superstar. I was like, what, really? Mark my words, he's going to be very big, very rich. Get ready for fame and fortune.
We don't cooperate. Tell them I never like the way all of them operate. I ain't separate. These days, man, I separate in a real romance.
Just growing up, being exposed to different kinds of music and different kinds of culture. We hung out in Biarritz a lot. It's a rock city, hanging around the surfers and all of that. You know, he would spend summers in my brother's house in London, not in his house, but everywhere underground that there was music. So he hung out a lot in Brixton.
And you see the new song, Burna is yay on steroids. Because what he's done is, he's now found out that afro-beat element is working as it worked for him. He's now sat on it and developed a monster. That's why in 5 days, Burna is a monster. It's a hit record.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So that's why. Easy. You know, the space that he's sitting in is a very unique space for us. Because he's not a Wiz, he's not David, he's not Patoranking, he's not Flavor, you know what I mean? He is Burna.
He's on his own. That's the most. That's the most.
And that sound is almost like taking a little bit of Fela and then spinning it around.
It makes me feel good. Like I get up and I dance to it, and I feel like that's the whole point of Afrobeat. You need to dance. Shake your ass.
I've been listening to you since uni, so we love you, we love your music, and you're beautiful.
You gotta shake it, When the beat drops, you just gotta shake it like that, you know what I'm saying?
When you hear it, it does bring people together, people from different walks of life, different cultures, and it just makes you feel good on the inside. It makes you feel at home.
You can see that he's all about the music, you know, he loves what he does, he's a great songwriter. I mean, I've been on the road and he just makes things up just there and then. He just writes music, like, off the top of his head.
Hey, Matthew. When was the last time I was in London, bro? Brixton was basically my home. It just kind of shows you the path. It's like you can go this way, you can go this way, you can go this way. Whatever way you choose, you're the one that chose it, so you're responsible for it. So you have to make the best of it. Most of the things that have shaped me into the man I am, that's what London taught me, man. They deserve a lot of credit, this place.
It's huge. It's you have to pinch yourself and say, you know, he's a normal person with a lot of talent. I have to tell myself that. I don't even know if the Grammy is a dream anymore. It's an expectation. He went to school in London, didn't finish the school because he was clearly focusing more on music than being in uni and studying. He didn't particularly want to come back, but he literally had no choice. I remember I got him a job interning on radio because I was like, even if you're going to be a musician, you're going to need some discipline. You need to have a routine of sorts. He would close at the radio station and go to a studio session and record. He used to have his generator in the trunk of his car because there may be no power in the studio. What I didn't know was where the studio was. If I had known, he wouldn't have gone more than once. He was in the pipelines of Port Harcourt. The head of programs heard one of the songs, and they just threw it out on radio. And that was his first song. It's called Freedom Freestyle. Labels came. Who is this person? We want to know the artist. Where does he come from? At that point, when you're new, getting paid is not the real goal. The goal is just being known and sharing your music. And I think YouTube helped a lot with that.
Was stuck in my ways, but now I change. And them thoughts that left my brain.
YouTube is, for me, that's how people start seeing me and not just hearing. And that was the way to get yourself across, really. It's like you put your thing out on YouTube and you have people calling you from Panama and stuff, you know, commenting under your things. And, you know, like, it travels, man. It's also on the flip side, you know. It's kind of exposed a lot of the world to me that I didn't even know existed, bro. And it's free. You know, it's not like you go to these TV stations and you have to pay for your video to be played and stuff if you're not signed to no major label. Because you have to understand, I start recording music in a treehouse in the pipelines of Port Harcourt. You understand? So it's like, it's a lot, you know? So it's something to be thankful for, you know?
I think it's not just about African music. I think it's the whole African culture. I mean, it's always been here. Now, I think it's the internet. I think YouTube played an important role, getting to not just hear the music, but see how the people live and respond to the music in their own environment.
Me and my people been through and go through so much to have nothing to talk about, you know? So yeah, it's a great honor to be able to be the one to paint, to show the world the pictures of me and my race and my country and my continent as a whole and my kingship.
Betty money, na 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 na.
Man, YouTubers done a lot, man, for African music. And for African music, me, I think it's taking over, especially afro-beats. Afro-beats.
The most influential is definitely Fela. It's definitely hands down. He created a sound, like a movement, that's still existing today.
This whole generation of musicians, today's generation of musicians, they all have been inspired by him. Whether they are playing high life now or afro-beat or afro-pop, whatever they call it. He has influenced all of them.
Everybody say yeah, yeah. Everybody say yeah, yeah.
No, just one person.
Closing down. Take off her phone. She wants one phone.
They want tickets for tonight. Can we still buy?
This is just 3 of you, right?
No, she wants to go.
And I want to go too.
Richie, where's she?
Oh my God.
I need tickets for that. Louder, louder, bass, louder.
I got people depending on me. You just not gonna be fucking with me. It's forever, I'm stuck with my team. Tell them shadow, I fucking OD. I got 10 toes on my feet, so it's 10 toes that you mean. Better watch how you talking to me. If you talking, boy, you better mean it, mean it. May I do this for my peep? May I do this for myself? I ain't here for no reason. I don't think you understand. Couple niggas didn't like me, just couldn't get it like me. I told you, but ain't love. I said I got people depending on me.
I think we left here at 12:20. We're like, all right, we'll get there at 1. The show started at 1:30. Second we pull off, like immediately, and nobody know where we're staying, but as second we got into the street, all the kids ran up on the cars, like 300, 400 deep.
holding the car, slapping the car, and he just bought this Range Rover. All of them, they're screaming yay, singing yay, and he's just like, yo, this is too much. But there was a point where we're like, yo, should we just turn around? We got cornered in the parking lot of the Echo Hotel. The driver was trying to get out and just gets blocked off. And that's when shit got wild.
Something that's happened to me is gonna appeal to somebody that it's happened to. People are gonna be like, whoa, he's talking about me. It's like they are me. And that's why a lot of artists just, you don't hear about them after a little while because they're here for the wrong reasons. They don't understand the gravity of music. Music is not a game.
On your phone, turning all nights on for the national anthem.
That's what really matters, man. Is how many people you touch and how people feel, the feeling, the actual out-of-body experience. From my happy place to create a happy place for a lot of people is, I feel like that's the biggest achievement anyone can ever get. You can't plan that. That is God's word.
This one I better do with the jabata. I
am sat down now with Burna Boy, who just gave an iconic performance. What message have you got to the fans that have been watching you all night?
Thank you guys for putting up with my dumb ass the whole night. Yeah, man. Same thing, man. Just thankful, to God and to everyone involved, Tonight was special. Very special to me.
What's it gonna be? G-Wagon, all depending. They got it, ride the way. I know if you die or not.